Well, hello guys, welcome back. I wanted to talk to you about Loki and knowing when to let go of something, knowing when, or even better, knowing when to give yourself permission to quit. I was kind of wondering why I was like so worried about dyeing my hair because I was thinking, this is like the last time when I wanted to cut my hair super short, and it took the gods a couple years to grow it back out, so don't ever do that. And yeah, you think it'll grow back like, like a house on fire, but not my case. Loki's been after me to take Sundays off. Not from here, but like he was like, take Sundays off from both channels because I know you won't just drop one. And last night I was like having like almost a full-on panic attack. It was like borderline. I could feel that if I kept going, I was gonna like have a panic attack, and I used to have them when I worked outside the home. And all the gods were like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I don't know what's wrong." And then I finally figured out it's YouTube. And it's everything else too. Like, it's tax season, and I will have a seizure every tax season. I'll be going around like until I get all this crap done. I don't like paperwork. It upsets me. It really does. It makes me damn near hysterical. Excuse my language. I get really upset and fidgety and hysterical because I feel like I am stupid and I am going to screw this up and then I'm going to be in trouble, especially with taxes. And I'm like, oh, screw it. I don't want to do this. So every tax season I do get like kind of crazy. And it's not just, like tax season pressure. It's like I did not have a panic attack because it's tax season. It's like, it sucks, but that didn't give me the panic attack. What gave me the panic attack was YouTube. It was not this channel. It was actually the other channel. Because, as I told you, I've been watching, and I said it on Patreon too, I've been watching all of my profit just go down the toilet. Like, it went from, I'll be open with you and YouTube can kiss my rear end. I went from, they were telling me I was making like 60 some bucks every 28 days to now I'm making 13. I'm like, how? My views are up, my watch rates are up, my duration views are up, all this stuff is up. I should have went up, up, up with my profits. And then there are people that are, butt kissers, and they're like, oh, it's not YouTube's fault. These people went away, and no, it's YouTube's fault. Actually Google. YouTube doesn't pay us now. Google does. It's their fault. And it's like, you know what? I'm not doing it anymore. I told them on the other channel, kind of told them goodbye, and they didn't listen. They just had one more piece of crap they wanted me to go out and buy, and I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing it. So, how do you know when to quit with Loki? Well, obviously, if it's something more serious like this, if it's your career, and you've tried, maybe you've attempted a couple times before to quit, and you always went back, and people were like, oh, you're full of it. Kind of sit down and talk with Loki, and kind of sit down and talk with your family if there's family involved. For me, it was like, I did not want Loki to be disappointed in me. I didn't want him to feel like I just quit and didn't keep trying because I have that strong Ogu spirit in me. And it's like, we never give up, even when we're losing. And I've been losing for some time on that channel. I mean, yeah, I've built up subscribers and views and everything else. So I should be financially, I should be healthier and healthier and healthier. And I'm not. So I'm like, you know what? Suck it, YouTube. I'm done. And they may or may not get that unboxing. I really don't know, because just the thought of doing that unboxing is like making my heart chakra squeeze, like I'm having a heart attack. So I'm like, no, if it feels bad, if it makes me feel pressure and it makes me feel anxiety, I'm not going to do it. And I noticed more and more as I was playing games, I was feeling, when I was bored, because a lot of the games out there are crap now. Another thing was, I couldn't think of a way to make these games exciting anymore because too many of these games look the same. And it occurred to me, it's not fun for me anymore. It's not enjoyable for me anymore. And I asked them for ideas, and of course the only idea people had is they wanted me to go buy a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, that's BS. I just told you no, and you did not listen, so I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, So this channel will be getting all the preferential treatment. I don't know if or when I will go back to that channel, because I'm really done. The FNAF channels that we're going to take off have, and the channels that aren't going to. I mean, I'm so close to 5,000, which is, well, a couple of years ago, it used to be a really important milestone, like 200 and 500, 1,000, 5,000. They all used to be important milestones. Now I think like the only important milestone is 1,000,000, like your first 1,000,000, then people will like start paying attention to you. But 5,000 used to be a big deal, and I was like finally approaching it, and I was like, oh, maybe now I can get like some partnership or some extra ad revenue or something. But they finally sent me today. They sent me a thing congratulating me on reaching 1,000 subscribers. I thought, do I only have 1,000 subscribers and the counter is whack AF on my channel? Did this channel hit 1,000? And I'm like, you know what? YouTube's so messed up. You can't pull it out of the toilet at this point. It's totally in the toilet. If you are like of the 1% top tier, you're fine. You're great. But for the rest of us, it sucks. So that's kind of how you know. Like, if you can go on for, 6 minutes and tell people how crap your job is, that might be a good sign of, yeah, it's definitely time to quit. I know it's not always that easy to quit, and it doesn't just have to be a job. It can be a lifestyle or a habit or whatever. And if it's not working for you, if it's making you sick, if it's stressing you out, if it's, in my mind, it's working overtime. My Gemini brain's going overtime, and I'm thinking like all the exceptions, but you know what I mean. If it's stressing you out, if it's making you, emotionally feel like crap, then you need to work with Loki on it. It's okay to walk away for a while. Just, I'm done with that channel for now, and I've said it before, and like the next day I'll be back, and I was like, I just really can't do it, because I was casually looking at games today, and I just about had a flippin' seizure, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, if it's that bad for me, if I'm dreading going into work, all the crap jobs I've ever had, I got that, and I would get panic attacks, and I'm like, you know what, it's not fun anymore. So we will have this channel, and if the people there want to watch me, they have over 2,000 videos at this point. I think actually over 4,000. They have a lot of crap to watch. They could watch me for probably a solid year and not see everything I've done. So they are not, going to be left with nothing. And honestly, I think it's better for me, because I'll have time to put back into study. Like, I was studying my paganism, and I was studying witchcraft, and I was studying the gods and goddesses. And I noticed I'd like study for a little bit, and then I'd be like, ah, crap, it's time to go play a game. It's time to go do a review. It's time to go find shopping. And I don't want to do that. I want to actually concentrate on my spirituality, which sounds flaky and stupid because, in, what is it, the 3rd? Today the 3rd or the 4th? Let me check. I can't read those tiny numbers. I think it's the 4th. So like in 16 days, I will be demonetized. But I think with the old gods that showed up, and with how upset they've been, I think it's really a sign for me to just stop and think about, the direction my life is heading in. Do I really want to do YouTube when I'm so stressed out? Or do I want to just drop that channel and say, that was great, fun, but, it's really not working. It's really not working. When you're getting like 44 views and you're like, oh, wow, my view count's up, then that channel's not working. Here it's different. Here we're very eclectic and niche, so if you get 44 views here, it's a major success. In FNAF, it's a major failure. So, yeah, and you know what? It also taught me it's okay to fail. It's okay to do something and to put your heart into it and to work at it for years. I've been on there almost 2 years now, and it just not have it work out. A lot of businesses, I think it's like 70% of businesses go out of business in the first 5 years just because of that. They just could not hang on. The owners were like going bankrupt, and that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to bankrupt myself and not be able to eat and afford food because, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, plus there's like other stuff I kind of want to concentrate on in my life. Maybe it would be nice to be able to like buy more essential oils. Like I have bay leaf oil in my hair today because it's supposed to be good for the scalp. And I have just been so stressed out, and I like use it on my skin sometimes. And I'd rather be able to like pick up some bay leaf oil or like maybe pick up a book, you know, or like do something else with my time and money than like video games and that. Now, it's not like I won't always love FNAF. It's the circus that follows it around. It's kind of like Loki has a circus, FNAF has a bigger circus. No, FNAF has a zoo. Everybody unsubscribe. But you know exactly what I mean. It's almost like that. If you're not constantly producing and constantly spending money and constantly buying new crap, they are done with you. And it's like, well, good, be done with me because I'm done. I'm out. Go get your parents to buy you stuff. The clothes are coming out because I'm in the corner. Yeah, I have that side to my personality that when I'm backed into a corner. So, yeah, that showed it to me too, because I was getting like, I was feeling attacked lately, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Because I'm usually like really placid. But I had told the doctor years ago that that was so stressful, and I had only been in there for like 6-7 months, and I wanted to quit, and I was like crying every night. And I would cry myself to sleep because it just sucks so bad, and I don't want to do it. So, you know, if you're going through that, it's seriously time to quit. Now, Loki would have us sit down and like think of things. Like, obviously, I'm not walking away from a huge cash cow. I'm not like walking away from like a $250,000 job. I'm walking away from a job where I was making nothing, because the way Google is set up, they do not pay you until you make $100. So if you're only actually making like $1 a month or $10 a month, you're not getting paid. So yeah, I'm not walking away from, you know, monetary gain. I'm not walking away from something that I'm still passionate about. My passion was killed a long time ago. I would refine it for like a week or so, and like when January started, I was so passionate. It was going to be new year, new me, new everything. I hit a wall. And it's been coming up and coming up and coming up. So, you know, that's another sign too. Are you hitting a lot of walls? Or are you just like, you find your passion for like a week? It's okay and normal to struggle when you're doing something you love. But if at the end of the day the struggle was not worth it and you're just in tears because you wish you were doing anything else, it might be time to change. You can, like, for me, I think I will retire. And I will go into being very, very passionate about FNAF and loving FNAF. Maybe I'll write fan fiction on the side, but I can't do it as a gig anymore. I can't. I will cry. I will cry. And I feel bad for the people that really did enjoy the channel, but I will be totally honest with you guys. Out of 5,000 people, I think I had 30 active viewers. I do. I think somebody signed me up for a bot a long time ago because my viewership kept like climbing and climbing and climbing, and I never got like interaction, and I only had like about 30 people that would comment, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. So I know that was a lot more about me, but it's kind of like a really huge decision, because I do have that mechanism in me where if I quit, I feel like a failure, but I'm like, you know what? Kind of me talking to you about dyeing my hair and being like, oh, please tell me what color to use. Please, please, please. I'm like, I know I am too lazy to maintain dyed hair. Like, I did my makeup today, but I know by the time the black lipstick comes in, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. And I even had put like 3 different other shades into my basket thinking, ooh, maybe I'll like this one, this one, this one, but I didn't order them. I did not order the hair dye. Maybe in March or April, when I finally want to fall on my rear end and break my butt, maybe I'll go get a haircut. I probably could use one of those to trim the ends, but, you know, I'll go with the color Mother Nature gave me for now, because I know I am way too lazy and way too impatient to, like, sit there for, like, an hour getting it bleached and then getting it colored. I would love to have it. I really would. I would love to have, like, a color, but the problem is I'm Gemini, so if I got, like, I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna be black hair. I love black hair. Like, I love seeing old pictures, black and whites, of like Betty Grable and Betty Page, and that luxurious look of, you know, like what would look like black hair, whether or not it was black. And like color pictures of Betty Page with that beautiful black hair, and like Elvira, and I know she wore a wig, but that's just it. Like all that gorgeous, sexy black hair. And then I thought, no, you know what I want? I want like fire engine red hair. Not like clown hair, but like fire engine red hair. And then I'm like, you know what? Your hair frizzes. Like, you can see it's, even with all the oil in it, it should be flat. It's like a little frizzy. So I would look like a freaking clown if I did that. Like, then all I need is like white makeup, fire engine red lipstick, and I can come on as a Joker every day. So yeah, I even looked at green because I was looking at Arctic Fox. I don't care if it's vegan or not. I am not vegan, and I'm not gonna be, you know, full of it and use vegan hair color. But I just thought, you know, okay, I'll try this. And then, like, all day long, I've been watching fail videos. My hair is green. And I'm like, oh my god, no. Because you can see all the blonde I have in my hair. It's like, I would go green is what I would go. If I go into a pool too much, I will go green. It sucks. I have, like, blonde and red and, like, mostly mousy brown. But the blonde, like, really screws me up for getting anything done to my hair. It's so hard to struggle with blonde people. It's real. Yeah, so it's actually a relief to tell somebody that, yeah, I'm quitting my job and I don't care. Like, and I'm wearing double earrings today. I actually, like, have 4 piercings in each ear because Loki was teasingly, he said, yeah, you know what? If you can re-establish all 4 piercings, I will let you go get your hair dyed black. Of course he didn't mean it, because they've all been in mourning. They're like, you're dyeing your hair. I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of my hair. I don't think it looks pretty. And they're like, but it's beautiful. I'm like, you're just saying that. I want black hair. But yeah, plus I have oily hair, and I was told eons ago, you know what's gonna happen? That oil is just going to, like, in 3 days, you will wake up and your pillow will be whatever color you dyed your hair, and you will not have the color. So yeah, and you see, it's like baby fine almost anyways. So all the cool stuff I want to do in life, I can't because my body hates me. I want to dye my hair and get a tattoo. I want a nose piercing. All this crap I want to do, and I can't do it. My body hates me. Boo-hoo. But yeah, guys, I will still be with you. I'm actually relieved. Like, it feels like there was, like, a really heavy weight of heavy energy on me. And because I haven't totally let go and totally let it sink into my mind that I don't have to go into work tomorrow, it kind of hasn't, like, sunk in yet. So I'm not, like, totally relieved, but I'm pretty close to it. I'm pretty close to being, totally relieved. I think when the packages come in tomorrow, because my package are supposed to come in, and I unbox them, and I do it on my own, and I don't have to share it with anyone, and I don't have to sit there and edit a video for a half hour, I think then I'll know I'm free, and I'm never going back. Yay! And I know it'll make some people sad, and that's what always drugged me back. I was always such a loyalist, and then I'm like, you know what? They'll be sad for a week, and then they'll forget they watched my channel, so I'll be okay. You know, I'll be okay, they'll be okay. And I hate disappointing people, but it's like, I really love this channel more. That's so strange to say, because it's the tiny one, but me, that's why I love it. Maybe it's like, there's like absolutely no pressure on me here, because we're so tiny. I mean, other than the normie that occasionally stumbles in and makes an ass of themselves, I am sorry, I am trying to clean up my language, but it's been a lot of stress the last couple of days. It's pretty peaceful and placid, so I think that's why he brought in the gods he brought in, because they're like, you know, Lucifer's the light bearer, and which is funny because he was an Italian god, but he's not like coming across as Italian. I don't care what he is. And, you know, Pazuzu, like, I had to do like a ritual to welcome him in because he's outside in the rain like a little kitten because he thought I really didn't want him. And Lilith, who like wasn't sure, was I accepting her. I'm like, it's more important to concentrate on my gods right now. I can't just be playing video games all day. And again, normies will not get this and not paying attention to them. They will take care of me. They will provide. Loki's been trying to tell me that for almost 2 years. I will take care of you. I will provide for you. Why are you making yourself do this every day and then crying yourself to sleep at night? So, yeah, my worst job ever was YouTube. Well, between YouTube and Giant Eagle pretty much sucked too, because he'd be like, guess what? You're working a 16-hour shift and we're not paying you for 8 of those hours and you can suck it if you don't like it. Yeah, that place sucked. So if they ever are offered to be hired, I can tell you, you will first get an application for welfare in your packet to welcome you, and then they will just beat you until your soul is dead. Mm-hmm. So yeah, all the jobs I've had have sucked. But yeah, guys, I'm okay. I'm happy with the decision, and it'll actually free me up creatively. Like I said, maybe I'll go back to writing fan fiction. Maybe I will, I'll still obviously be doing this, but it gives me tons of free time to work with my gods. And maybe, like, if I'm not, like, stiff as a board all the time, I'll actually, let go of some of that anxiety and stress. And it's the right thing for me to do. And I know it seems kind of weird to explain it on this channel, but if I do on the other channel, they'll just do that whiny cry thing, and then I'll feel bad and I'll never quit. So I kind of have to do it on the opposing channel and be like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm done. I'm spiritually dead at this point. I'm near having panic attacks, and that's not good, because I've tried multiple times to get on disability, and they always give me the runaround of, you don't make the right kind of money for us to get taxes from. It's not considered earned income what I live on. So, life sucks sometimes. Yeah, all the taxes I've paid every year, it doesn't go towards disability. And I've even tried, like, we've tried hiring lawyers, like, when my parents were here, and I've tried on my own, and I've tried, that lawyer even brought in a specialty lawyer, and she was saying, well, the problem with you people, it already put my dander up, is you won't work. And I'm like, no, you C-word. I didn't swear at her. I'm disabled. What part of that aren't you getting? I can't work a 9-to-5 job. If I could work a 9-to-5 job, why would I be on disability, you pendejo? Sorry if you speak Spanish, lo siento. But yeah, that's your kind of life when you, like, you kind of need disability and you're not getting it. So there was that too. And health-wise, I've been having a lot of issues come up from the stress, so I'm actually ready to quit. And again, to bring Loki back into the video again, he's really been encouraging me to quit. He's been like, he will celebrate the day I quit, so I quit. I may still play video games on my own, but I sacrifice so much financially and out of my time and out of relationships. Any of the friends I had before then, there's only like one friend that stuck with me before I started that channel. Yeah, I lost everything to start that channel, and it just never took off. So I'm like, yeah, I'm walking away with the walking's good. And it feels like somebody's playing with my hair. So yeah, I'm good. It's gonna have to hit me, and if I come on a couple days and I'm like, it's just like the reality of you just quit your job sunk in. But yeah. I need to before I freak out. That's why I have all my sneakies on today. Like, I have this little sneaky, and I have that little sneaky, and these are Loki's sneakies, but he's wanting to share with Lilith and Pazuzu and everybody else. And I have, like, my cuff on, because I like to do a thing. Maybe we can talk about that someday, like, making mundane jewelry magical, because, you can really empower it to do anything you want. So, I hope you guys like that. I know it wasn't as Loki-centric as I kept trying to bring it back on track to be. But, sometimes my personal experience is a lot better teacher for you than me going, oh, and Loki did this, and, Loki did that. It's like, no, my life's been going pretty haywire, and I've been trying to hide it. And I was telling somebody on Facebook the other day that, a lot of times you come on YouTube and you fake a smile and you fake being happy even though your life's falling apart. And I thought, why? why am I doing this to myself? I don't have to, because I'm literally not getting paid at this point. So I will still be here. I do want to thank my patrons that are currently on Patreon. Patreon has not processed your payments yet, so you know, eventually they'll process those through. At least they haven't told me they have. So I do want to thank you for your continued support. So at least I have that to look forward to on this channel. It's a lot more than, truth be told, I make on the other channel. Like I said, at the current rate I'm making money on there, I would have to work my rear end off for 10 months to make $100, and I'm like, no, I'm just done. I'm done. So yeah, I kind of had to face that. I kept trying to say, well, that's the channel keeping this channel afloat. But in reality, when I looked at my numbers, I'm like, I'm really not getting paid for at least 6 months on that channel, even like 10 months at the current pay rates on YouTube. So flu foam, I'm not doing it. So if you see a lot of YouTubers leaving, that's why. A lot of kiss butts that have theirs, they're like, oh, it's just because this. No, YouTube, Google actually could like help us out, but they're not. So, you know, hey, if stuff changes and they like contact me and they're like, hey, we changed it, you're getting paid 10 times as much now. Heck yeah, I'd be back, but that amount of stress for absolutely nothing? No, thank you. So, I hope you guys like what you see, and, you know, if you like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, take my story as a lesson. I talk for 26 minutes and 35 seconds about myself and how crappy my life was getting, because I want you to learn the lesson that you don't have to be trapped in that kind of life forever. You know, I didn't pay in, you know, sign any legally binding agreement or anything else. If I just quit and walk away, YouTube can't do anything to me, Google can't do anything to me. I'm not, you know, I don't work for them, even though they like to think I do. I'm a freelance contractor. I put entertainer on my taxes. So yeah, and when the entertainer doesn't get paid, the entertainer goes, you know what, floof you, I'm walking away, man. So that's what I'm doing. I am walking away, and I will see that channel plummet to inactivity, because that's what happens. But that's okay. You know, you have to reach the point and listen to Loki when he's pointing it out, where, you know, the bad outweighs the good, and that's what happened. And like I said, I'm not telling them, because they will just do that emotionally cryy thing. And as I've been talking with you, I felt like the weight lifting off of me, because I'm like, I'm actually doing this thing. I'm actually quitting. This time I actually mean it, because I had a panic attack last night. It was like I could feel like the pressure in my heart, and I could feel like the walls were closing in. I was just panicky, and I was going to be trapped in that one place forever and ever and ever. It doesn't make logical sense if you've never had one, but if you've had a panic attack, it makes total sense. And I'm like, I can't do this, because I'm not going to go on the medication merry-go-round just to work on YouTube. So, you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. I will still be here. I will be working on this channel more. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.